Look in my eyes and what do you see? The cult of personality. And that's right, guys. CM Punk is opening the show. He's making his first ever appearance after wrestling MJF in that brutal dog collar match. Now I'm here, you guys are here, and you know what? Today is going to be an explosive day because we've got some big news, we've got some big updates, some breaking news coming in. I'm going to be waiting for more people to join in before I share the news with all of you because we've got some big news coming up. Big news, guys. Right now, we've got CM Punk making his entrance, doing what he does best, looking good. Look at that. Look at CM Punk. And CM Punk chants echoing across the place. Echoing. Look at that. Breaking news says Bobby, good to see you. And he says, breaking news, Alex Shelley versus Mike Bailey at Impact Wrestling Multiverse of Matches on April 1st. That is big, Bobby. Gotta be looking forward to it, and you got something big to look forward to as well, right here on this very channel, Bobby. I can't wait to tell all of you about it. As I said, I'm gonna wait for more people to join in, and I have some big news to share with everybody. I can't wait to share it. And look at that, CM Punk comes out, and following him out there is FTR, who also looking very angry. Dax Hardwood, look at that. Are we starting off this show on such a high note? Are we really doing it? It seems like it. Look at that. Again, he's going to be in for a big match very soon. It's going to be FTR versus the Briscoes. It's happening very soon, courtesy of Tony Khan, courtesy of the new and maybe improved ROH. But we're starting the show on a very high note. CM Punk versus Dax. It's a big show, definitely. Ricky, good to see you. AJ looks really excited seeing Punk. I am excited, and it's not just because of Punk or AEW. I'm excited because, guys, I just wrapped up a really big interview, and this interview is with a legend who has never, or very barely has he ever made any podcast appearances, barely has he ever, done any interviews. I mean, look him up, you'll barely be able to find an interview of this guy. And I just wrapped up this interview. It was a beautiful interview, an hour-long interview, and I can't wait for you all to see it. This interview comes out this Saturday, guys. It's a big one. It's a big one. And some breaking news coming in also is that this is not the last big interview that I'm doing. I'm doing a series of big interviews. And really, these are perhaps the biggest interviews I've ever done. And I've done some big ones, you know that. And the ones that I'm going to be doing moving forward in the coming, few days are going to be the biggest interviews ever done. And they're going to be coming out, week after week after week. Big interviews coming out. I might have to push out a lot of them at once because, WrestleMania is around the corner. And we got to get these interviews out in time. And that's why, guys, big stuff's coming up. Big interviews already up there. I just wrapped one right like a few minutes ago, literally now. And once again, big stuff coming up, guys. And look at that. FTR locks CM Punk in. The headlock, CM Punk trying to get away. There we go. And shoulder first into Punk. Punk goes down with the beautiful reversal. Dax really bringing it. Dax is bringing it. This is a great match for sure. Look at that. Punk and Dax. This is great. This is like a fantasy booking right there. And there you go. I can see everybody here. Ricky is here. Luz is here. True is here. Chris, my brother, Bobby, Surf Wrestling, my buddy, Luz, everybody, Anthony, US boy, is great. And Chris says, all I heard was interview this Saturday. Who is it with? Chris. As I said, this person has never done any podcasts, or if he's done podcasts, it's barely any podcasts ever, right? Maybe a couple. And he's just recorded the interview with me. It's going to be coming out this Saturday. This is a big interview, an hour-long interview. We really go out there, talk about everything you want to talk about, and you're going to really see. I mean, if you look him up, you will never find any personal details about this guy. He's a legend in all senses, and he's joining me, and he goes out there. All the personal details, all the politics, everything he talks about. So this interview comes out this Saturday, guys. This Saturday. And Jacob says, I'm playing 2K22. That's nice. Ricky, there you go. Ricky says he's going to pick CM Punk. I don't think that Punk's going to lose this one. Of course, Dax is good. FTR is a solid tag team. But I cannot see, for the love of God, I cannot see CM Punk losing this one. I don't think anybody else can see it either, but I definitely cannot see it. And Chris sees pick CM Punk as well. That's cool. Looking forward to your interview. Thank you, US boy. It's gonna be big. Bobby also says I pick CM Punk. Everybody here says it's gonna be Punk. Everybody. Chris says, who is it? AJ. Chris, you're the master of guesses. You can guess interviewers and interviewees like nobody else can. So guess. Come on. Go ahead. Guess it. Liz says, breaking news. WWE made a restaurant. It's only available in Dallas. Yeah, so it must be one of those pop-up restaurants that's there for WrestleMania time, right? That has to be it. If it's in Dallas only, it has to be a pop-up one and just goes away after Mania. That has to be it. And there you go, CM Punk, everybody in the comments right there, love that. Dax gets Punk up, and with the backbreaker, Punk is down. This referee, by the way, is one of the most useless referees that AEW has. I mean, this guy cannot enforce any rules. He's a joke. And, yeah, but still, Dax going strong, CM Punk on the receiving end of a lot of offense tonight, a lot of offense. Gary is here. Gary, good to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream. And big stuff coming up. And just like I said, you should interview Mascara Dora. I'll tell you, Surf Wrestling, I've got some huge interviews coming up, like huge interviews. And you guys are going to have a lot of fun because this Saturday, it's a big one. And the upcoming interviews that I have coming, that have just been confirmed, are huge. They're going to shake the wrestling universe for sure. Renegade, good to see you. Too Sweet Pistol Pete. We're live, brothers. That's right. Good to see you, brother. And there you go. CM Punk really eating all that offense, eating all that damage. Dax right here. You know, he's definitely has the upper hand. Big chop to the chest. CM Punk in that corner looking weak here compared to Dax. Look at that. Ricky says, what time, AJ? You dropped the interview. Sorry about... Ricky, you have nothing to be sorry about. You are the best, brother. Much love to you. The interview comes out at 11 a.m. Eastern. So 11 a.m. Eastern, the interview will be out on Saturday. And just like I said, this guy has never appeared on any podcast, never done interviews. He's joining me, and he approached me up front. He says, AJ, I want to be on your show. And that's why we got the interview done. I just wrapped it up a few minutes ago, maybe 2 minutes ago. And yeah, that's why I'm all dressed, I'm all ready, I'm all excited, because this is going to be one hell of an interview. I know you guys are going to love it. CM Punk wins the match, says Dale. Yeah, even though he's eating a lot of offense right now, he has to go over. He has to win it. There's no way he's not winning. I mean, come on, he has to win it. There cannot be anybody else. Let's go Punk Army, for sure. Let's go, Punk Army, let's go. Does this Hall of Famer know Stone Cold? For sure, Surf Wrestling. Sure they do, yeah. And Bobby says, AJ, today I watched Trish Stratus interview. She wants to wrestle against Becky Lynch or Bianca Belair. It's funny, Bobby, that you mentioned Trish Stratus, because an upcoming guest on the podcast is very good friends with Trish Stratus. Who could it be? I'm not going to tell you that, but what I'm saying is that we've got some really big interviews. You know, it's funny you mentioned Becky Lynch too, because this person is also good friends with Becky Lynch. So, you know, big interviews coming up. Ricky, that's right, brother. Thank you for putting it out there. 11 a.m. EST, 8 a.m. EST, Saturday. Check it out. Thank you, AJ. No, Ricky, you're the best. You're the best at everything. Best in the world right now, by the way. CM Punk climbs the top turnbuckle, and it's a big mistake. He eats another big chop to the chest, maybe two big chops, or you know what, make it three big chops to the chest. And FTR and Dax climbs up to the middle rope, gets CM Punk in position. I think he's going to look for a superplex here. CM Punk showing some resistance and gets Dax down. This is where the tables could be turning. Dax down on the mat, CM Punk up on the top turnbuckle. He's buying a few minutes, you know, to get his stamina up, to get back in control. I think he sees it. I think the time is right. The position is right. CM Punk realizes where he is. I think he's going to go for the big elbow drop. And yes, he's looking to do it right now as we speak. Look at vintage CM Punk. But no, Dax gets right up. Dax gets up. He does. And CM Punk, once again, there's another shift in momentum. That momentum shift lasted a few seconds only because Dax is very much in control of this whole damn thing. He needs to shave, though. That gray facial hair makes him look old. I agree. I totally agree with you too, Sweet Pistol Pete. I mean, unless he's going for that veteran look that I'm the... Oh, by the way, that big superplex off the top turnbuckle. Look at the referee out there like that. The referee can't believe how hard that was. How hard CM Punk took it. How hard Dax took it. This has to hurt. The referee is putting on a dance right there because he is enjoying himself. Got the best seats in the house, but Dax with the big back superplex off the top turnbuckle. Punk is down. Dax getting up to his feet. I think Dax is making a big mistake here because he's now climbing to the top turnbuckle, and I call it a high risk maneuver because it never pays off. But you know what? CM Punk unable to get out of the way, and Dax hit him with a big one. CM Punk kicks out at 2.75, really close there. This is an interesting match. Could we be seeing Dax pulling in a biggest upset of the year and actually pinning CM Punk clean? Because he is dominating most of this. He's dominating most of this for sure. And what else do we have here? Bobby says, is Lita that you are interviewing? Bobby, you're close. You're close, I must say. You are close right there. I'm not gonna give a name away, but I can just say you're close. And it could be Lita too. I'm not telling you who it is. It could be Lita, but I'm telling you that it's close. You're very, very close, brother. Very close. And you know, WrestleMania season's here, which means we're going out there with all the interviews. We're going out there. All the big names out there, they want to be on the Wrassing show, and the Wrassing show wants all the big names. By the way, look at that. FTR, Dax brother, Dax partner here to cheer him up. You know, look at that. Sweet stuff. The fans behind Dax. The fans getting some support from Dax. Look at that. Dax really getting that fan support right now. He could be pulling a big upset here without a shadow of a doubt, for sure. Do you have one that personally knows Jeff Hardy? It's funny you mentioned that because Hardy Boys, you know, I'm gonna leave it there. You know, that's in the future maybe, but it's funny you mentioned Hardy Boys. But I said, big stuff coming up, guys. Big stuff. I am looking super duper excited because I just got a confirmation for a lot of the interviews that we're going to be doing, and one that I just wrapped like 2, 3, 4 minutes before I jumped on here live. And Lou says, I pray for the people in New Orleans, definitely. We are praying for everybody out there, you know, everybody who's struggling right now. New Orleans, Ukraine, our prayers is with everybody. I like this excitement. AJ, thank you, US boy. AJ, you should interview Shannon Moore. Oh, definitely. Surf Wrestling. That will be beautiful, man. That will be amazing. But just like I said, oh, whoa. I thought it was over. I thought FTR Dax had it, but no, you know what? CM Punk kicks out in the nick of time right there. And that's right, Shannon Moore would be great. AJ Lee would be great. Would love that. But you know, it's not AJ Lee. I'm not gonna lie. It's not AJ Lee, but it's somebody who's big, who's friends with Trish Stratus. You know, Lita, I said, was close. She is coming on the Wrassing show soon, but this Saturday, it's a guy, and this guy is a legend in all senses, and he's going to be joining us as well. Whoa, wait a second. Dax was this close. He was this close. That was a 2.95, and he was this close for it being a 3 count. This could have been over right there, but no. No, it's not over. Wow, look at that. I don't know how CM Punk's doing it. That was a big power bomb. CM Punk somehow still in control. Not in control, but somehow still kicking in and somehow still not giving up. I don't know how he's doing it. It's lovely. And yeah, AJ is so passionate. He made me watch shows, and never thank you for that, T's channel. I just read NXT Women is now Fatal 4-Way. Cara versus Kaylee Ray versus Mandy Rose. Wait a second. Fatal 4-Way. Cara, Io is there as well. I see it. Fatal 4-Way. Interesting. That is interesting for sure. And True says Dax is targeting the back. He really is. But look at what's happening right now. CM Punk has Dax up on his shoulders. He's going to be putting him to sleep. And you know what? Dax connects it. I can't believe how good of a fight Dax is putting out there. I mean, if Dax wins this one, This is going to be huge for Dax, his whole career, the biggest match of his career without a shadow of a doubt. And, it's going to be getting the FTR all the momentum in the world as they head over to fight the Briscoe brothers very, very soon. This is going to really favor that momentum. It's going to be great for them. Dax, if he wins it, it's fantastic. But I don't see it happening. But let's see what happens. Drew says, yeah, Dax is targeting the back, that's for sure. Lou says, do you have a PS5? I do, and we're going to be playing some. By the way, look at that. CM Punk pulls a CM Punk, the best in the world right there, unstoppable, makes Dax tap out, but you know what? That's okay, because Dax put one hell of a fight. He comes out out of this match as a winner, not a loser, a winner, because that was hell of a fight. One hell of a fight for sure. Dax has gained some weight. Renegade, you were right, but you know what? Even without the weight gain, he definitely dominated this match. Did a beautiful job doing it. What a match. I mean, CM Punk has to show some respect to Dax after putting on such a beautiful fight. So smooth, so good, and nobody's injured. Everybody's happy. The fans are happy. Punk's happy. Dax happy. This is great. But look at CM Punk. He's not too happy because he still doesn't have what he wants. And what he wants is gold around his waist. It's been a while since CM Punk has been sporting some gold. And he wants some gold, and he's making it really very known. One thing I don't like about this is the fact that there was no show of respect between Punk and Dax. I think it would be okay if there was a bit of nod or handshake. I think that'd be nice, but you know what? It's okay, because this was a beautiful, beautiful match, and everybody gets their 1 point because you guys were all right. Dax, yes, he did lose this, but you know what? It was a fantastic match. What a show. What an opening to the show. Fantastic stuff. AJ, is the interview with a friend of Trish? Could it be Mickie James? Chris, it could be Mickie, it could be Lita. I'm telling you, it's open. All options open. And yes, this person is going to be joining on us on the Wrestling News very soon. And before that, this Saturday, a legend's appearing. A legend is going to be here. And this person has never been on any podcast, which makes this one super duper exclusive. By the way, look at that. Mr. Abs Transplant. Mr. Transformation. The king of transformation. The king of weight loss. Chris Jericho. And his appreciation club backstage.
I'm gonna take you to school tonight, Hungy. And it ain't gonna be pretty. We said it last week and we'll say it again. What the JAS does is we beat up pro wrestlers. And tonight I'm gonna give a perfect example. It's why a professional wrestler could never hang in the ring with the sports center.
So what they're saying is that what the Jericho Appreciation Club does is that we beat up pro wrestlers. We're sports entertainers and we're coming after you, pro wrestlers. That's what's happening. And they are going to be beating up some pro wrestlers tonight. Let's see how this goes. But it's interesting. The whole take on sports entertainers versus pro wrestler is interesting for sure. And Bobby says, breaking news, Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, Vincent, Jordan Grace, and Willie Mack, and Rich Swann for the X Division Championship. There you go, buddy. Wow. Impact Wrestling, multiverse of matches, turning out to be the event that you cannot miss out on. It's turning out the event, and I'm looking forward to it just so desperately, just so much. It's gonna be a great, great night. April 1st is a jam-packed date, by the way. You've got SmackDown, you got Hall of Fame, you got, Impact Wrestling itself, you got other promotions too. March 31st, April 1st, they're going out there with GCW, with the ROH, with the WWE, with the AEW, with Impact, all these shows out there on these 2 dates. Craziness. I love how everybody is invincible right now with the 1-for-0 score. That is beautiful. And Moons is here. Hey, brother AJ, how is everything? Everything is great. And I have some breaking news. Another one for all of you. And that is that we're going to be debuting our brand new show called Game with Wrassing. It's going to be a show where, hey, by the way, Andy, I see you, Andy. I see your comment right there. Hey, AJ, I just wanted to stop in a few seconds to say hi. I'll see you tomorrow, I promise. Oh, Andy, I hope that you feel better. I just saw your comment. I hope that you feel better, brother. You take care. And I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow, brother. You take care, all right? Get better soon. By the way, we're going to go back to the announcement. And Andy, I really hope that you feel better soon, brother. Take care. And yes, the announcement is that we're debuting a brand new show. And that show is called Game with Wrassing, where we're going to sit down and we're going to play some games. We're going to chat some wrestling and have a good time. A good time. Now, this show is going to be happening twice a week, on Thursday as well as on Sunday, where we're going to be sitting down and we're going to be playing some games and talking wrestling, having a good time. We're going to be here live for about 4 hours in a row on Thursday and Sunday. So Thursday, we're going to be here with WWE 2K22. And on Sundays, we're going to be here with any game out there, any game that is hot, any game you want us to do. You want us to finish off a whole series, a whole game, a new game that's coming out. We're going to sit down and play it. Any game. It doesn't have to be wrestling. It's any game out there. We sit down, we talk wrestling, and we have some fun time. It's going to be happening every Sunday and Thursday. Thursday is going to be 2K22 only, and Sunday, it's any game out there. Really, any game. And this show is going to be making its debut this Sunday. And it's going to be airing every single Thursday and Sunday live right here on this very channel. I bet they can't pass Wrassing. There you go, brother. There you go. True says Jericho for the win. That's right. Jericho will be written off his Fozzy. Save the World Tour starts next week. There you go. It's got to be written off then, but that really makes me wonder what happens to the whole Jericho Appreciation Club. Is that not going to last, or is there going to be another head? Another person that they gotta appreciate until the time Jericho's away? That has to be interesting. 8-man tag is next. There you go, True. Thank you for that. And you know how we feel about a lot of people in the ring at the same damn time. What we feel about it is that too many people in there. I mean, that's what I feel. Too many people. By the way, look at that. Darby Allin goes flying there through the rope. Stinger is gonna go for a high-risk maneuver as well off the top turnbuckle. Lands on 3 of those men at once. This guy at this age right now is able to do stuff that a lot of guys in their 20s would not be able to. So this is great. Sting in the best shape of his career right now, probably in at least the past recent years. Look at Matt Hardy right there, also looking good. Also, his old outfit is a throwback to the good old days, good old WWF days. It's so good. It's so good to see Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy having some fun, and Sting having some fun, and, of course, Darby Allin having some fun. This is some great time. This is great. And K9 there says 0 for 1. There you go. Hardys, that's right. Sting, Darby, and Hardys for the win. I think so, too. They gotta win. But the funny part is, the match is underway already, it seems. Look at that. Just kicks off right there like that. There goes CM Punk. Yes, Ricky. CM Punk did win his match. That is right. I picked Sting and Darby and Hardy. That's right. I guess this is what you guys have to go with. I mean, this team has to win. I'm pretty sure about that. No way Hardy's not winning this one. They have to win this one, right? And look at Sting. I don't know if it's just me or Sting is bringing in all the momentum right now. He's high flying. He's jumping on the top turnbuckle. He's jumping on people who are, just right there by the barricade, trying to break barricades right there. Sting is really bringing in the heat tonight, which is nice. It's great. K9 says correction 1 for 0. There you go. I'm looking forward to watching NWA Watch Along, AJ. I'm looking forward to it as well, Bobby. Absolutely am. So just like I said, this Sunday we start with the gaming stream, and we're gonna be debuting it this Sunday. And the NWA Watch Alongs, we're gonna be having them as well very, very soon. I'm thinking let's start NWA next week and start them religiously from next week. We're gonna be adding them to the library starting next Tuesday. And Ricky says, AJ, this news game show is be here on Twitch. Ricky, I'm looking for it to be here on YouTube for now. We'll see if we can move it there later, but to start off with, or it's gonna be here, right here, brother. Hardys are not losing tonight. That's right, Renegade. There is no way in hell that Hardys losing tonight. By the way, look at that. Darby Allin eats that big, wow, the belt right there. That has to hurt. That has to leave a mark on his body for sure. And Andrade right there getting involved. And don't tell me he's gonna be doing that. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna be... Dear, don't. Wow, he throws Darby Allin off the staircase, and Darby Allin goes rolling down the staircase. Hits it hard. That's not right, guys. Falling off a staircase is not... I don't care how safe of a wrestler you are. If you fall down a staircase, that has to hurt. That has to hurt. You know that for sure. So falling off a staircase is not an easy thing, and Darby Allin made it look very easy, but that really hurts a lot. So yeah, that's really wow. I hope he's okay. New Wrestling Gaming Show, definitely be the top watcher. There you go, Moons. Thank you for the love, brother. You're awesome. Dale says, got Team Sting wins this match. I agree. Do you see a match happening between Sting and Jericho later this year, Chris? I think yes. Why not? Absolutely. I think that would be a great match. Would be a nice throwback for sure. Would love to see that. Again, guys, I have tonight's all about breaking news, by the way. It's all about breaking news. I've got so much stuff right now in my head that I want to share with you. And I see all of you as family, so I'm not going to keep any filters, no secrets. I have received word that you're going to be seeing a big shift in the AEW roster. That's right. I've received word that we're going to be seeing a big shift in the roster. Doors are going to be opening for people that they were not open before. Doors are opening to Wrasslinews as well, by the way. Our relationship with AEW just got better. That's another good news for you. It got better. And doors are opening to a lot of talent. And we're going to be seeing a lot of talent go. And we're going to be seeing a lot of new talent come in. By the end of this year, AEW, from what I've heard so far, is AEW is going to look different by the end of this year. We're going to be seeing a few more big superstars come in. And a few of those Cody Rhodes friends, they might leave or they might not be at the top spots anymore. So that's what I've heard, and let's see how true that stands. But that is what I've heard so far. So yes, guys, things are getting better in AEW. This company is headed to a good direction, a right positive direction, and for the fact that Wrasslinews is now on good terms with AEW, that's great news. That's fantastic news, and it's great news. And Ricky says, AJ, that's right. This game show that we're debuting this Sunday. I'm so looking forward to it because, who doesn't like sitting down with some buddies, sitting down with all of you, playing some games with you, right? And also talking wrestling. It's a great time. We're just having a good time every single Sunday right here at Wrasslinews. And so, AJ, we had MLW Watch-Along too or not? Ricky, MLW Watch-Alongs are going to be working on them. Would love to do them. More than love to do them. I am going to be starting out with the NWA Watch-Alongs next week. And if I can, I will love to incorporate MLW. We'll look into the schedule. We'll see if I can fit in. I'll let you know. And there we go. Matt Hardy, by the way, goes down hard. He eats a low blow on top of that stage. Things not looking too well for him. Is he going to be thrown out the stage? Because that's not going to be good. This match, by the way, is everywhere. It's in the back at the catering. It's back, it's here on the stage. If I am a fan sitting in the damn arena right now, oh my gosh. He goes through the table from top of the stage. They send Matt Hardy flying through the table. Look at that. And we also have out there in the arena, in the fan sections from where you enter the arena, the seats. There you are in the corridor. You see Sting and Jeff Hardy and all these people going crazy. I think what Jeff Hardy is going to be doing is while the fans are surrounding these guys in the corridor, Jeff Hardy is going to be climbing that ladder and he's going to be flying through these two men who are placed on top of the table as Darby Allin and Sting beat the crap out of them and hold them in position. And the fans are in for a treat. They are in it for a treat. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that they're happy to be in those cheap seats. They're happy not to be ringside because ringside fans are not getting this fun right now. The cheap seat ones are. And they're getting to see, whoa, there you go, big swanton bomb. And the table does not break. That's the funniest part. AEW tables are great. They're good quality tables. They barely break. And Jeff Hardy went flying with a swanton bomb right through the tables. Only one of them broke, which is good. I guess we should be happy that one of them broke. But yeah, there you go. That was a big spot. And everybody there, all the fans there, surrounding the thing, they must be very, very happy because they got the best seats at the house. And they got a memory that they're going to take and they're going to keep with them forever. Or at least for a long, long time in it. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Darby was thrown down the stairs. Chris, I cannot believe it. That has to be brutal. Again, just like I said, doesn't matter how good of a wrestler, how safe of a wrestler you are. When you get thrown down the stairs, that has to hurt like $1 million. You know that for sure. And what else do we have here? That's right, Too Sweet. That has to hurt for sure. That's right. That is big news coming from AEW. 100% Ricky. And this is just what I heard, from an inside source. As I said, the relationship is getting better between Wrasslinews and AEW. I also promised some big interviews coming up in the very near future. So, yeah, big stuff's happening, guys. Sting right now in that ring. Look at that. He's a monster. I don't think I've seen this version of Sting. He's looking so intimidating right now. Look at that. If I was in the ring across Sting right now, I would be very, very scared. So, look at that, guys. Look at that. Stinger. Oh dear, and he was gonna go flying into his opponent who was in the corner, but he gets out of the way, and Sting, he eats the turnbuckle right into the chest. Sting is dazed, he's hurt, they place him on top of the turnbuckle, and there you go, he's down. Sting is, wait, that was very botchy. So what happened was that when he got Sting down, Sting was about to hit his finisher on, on his partner. But that turned out to be a big botch. And Sting, but, somehow is still able to get up. And there you go. We get a twist of fate. And also Sting hits his finisher. Beautiful stuff. The party is over, guys. Because the Hardy Boys, Sting and Darby Allin, have actually picked up the win. There you go. Chris says 2 out of 0. And that is right. 2 out of 0, guys. All of you were right. You guys are all on point here with your predictions. All of you are. AJ, what is the new logo for the gaming channel? Chris, we're doing this thing on this very same channel. It's just adding another show to this channel. So this is it, guys. It's going to be happening right here. And there you go, Too Sweet. Love that. I might have to bring the Too Sweet tights. That's right. You got to do it. NXT 2.0 ratings were 628,000, says Dale. And you know what? That's not a very impressive score. I mean, should be at least 700 or, 800 and 900 would be great, but at least 800 for sure. And it's not good. This one's 628,000, not that good.
Some problems with the gun club afterwards. Tony, you just watched my best friend, my brother.
Yep. FTR, I'm not a big fan of FTR, but after tonight, I've got respect for Dax because he put on a hell of a show, a great performance indeed. And Expert Sana says, what are your thoughts about Janela, Sonny Kiss, Marco Stunt, and others leaving AEW? I think that it's sad that, a lot of people have to leave the company, but I feel like a lot of people who don't deserve to be in the company are still with the company, so that has to change. I mean, I feel like it will, because there's going to be a change in direction for sure. So a lot of people who shouldn't be there will not be there. That's what I feel. That's right. That's right, Ricky. Good news and good news every year, brother. Things are getting better and better.
Best, so I refuse to call you ass boys. That's a little gimmick name. I'll call you Colton. Oh, no. I'll call you Billy's Sons. We'll see you next week on Dynamite. Top guys, out.
FTR are going to be seeing the Billy Sons, not the Billy Guns, but the Billy Sons. He's going to be seeing them next week. And Chris Jericho and Dylan Garcia are going to be taking on John Silver and Alex Reynolds tonight. And we're going to be seeing, I believe, the main event of the night is going to be Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole. Looking forward to this one for sure. AEW gives me the vibes of old WCW, says Ex Persona. A lot of the wrestlers, no space for all, and much ex-WWE alumni. There you go, absolutely. And you know what? You look at the women's division. You look at their TBS champion. She's green, right? You look at a lot of other people. You look at what's her name? We spoke about her last. I totally forgetting her name right now. Pineapple Ford. You look at her, or you look at Anna Jay. These ladies, I mean, they're green. Right? Like it or not, they're great, and they haven't been wrestlers for the entire life, or they haven't wrestled for a whole long period. They have been, I mean, I'm not going to name anybody here, but I know there's one lady on here who was barely trained for, for a year or even less, and 3 months later, she got signed with AEW, and she's one of the top stars right there. She's on TV every now and then, so I can tell you, a lot of the people on Dark and Elevation actually deserve the spot on Dynamite, but they don't have it. but others do who don't deserve to be there, or who should be working up and working hard and training hard to be there on the top spot. So that really AEW has to change a few things there. And Jeff Hardy might be insane. That's right, he is insane for sure. Absolutely, yes. It did take him long enough, but he finally did it, so that was nice. So AJ, you talk. Everyone wants to talk with you, AJ. Thank you, Ricky, for that. Absolutely. Can you do an interview with Ray? Says Luz. It might be happening, Luz. You know, WWE interviews are coming up soon as well. So let's see. I will be getting a lineup for whoever we interview, and Ray could be there, might not be there because we usually get the top guys there who are in the main event cards. But we'll see. If Ray is there, I'd be very happy. But we'll find out very soon. And Sting is 63 and will no sell every. That's right. Yeah, the way he went flying down the turnbuckle and did the little botch right there. I mean, that was cute. But I'm glad that Sting wasn't injured. And he was fine, but this guy is going crazy. He's flying right. He's going high flying, top turnbuckle, flying to the ringside with the hard-hitting punches. I mean, this guy knows no quits. He's having a lot of fun here, and that's what it is all about. It's about fun right now for Sting. He's just having fun. He's having a time of his life. He's just enjoying it. And everybody there with the perfect score of a 2-0. Now, it's going to be a problem if at WrestleMania you guys all get a perfect score and all end up in a draw, because then who's going to get the merch? Maybe all of you will. So that's going to be a problem for me. Hopefully it's not going to be a draw for everybody, because I'll have to give free merch to everybody, right? But hopefully we'll come down fair and square and there will be one winner. We'll see. Crazy match indeed, too sweet. Anything with Hardy's Bros is gonna be crazy, absolutely. And we're gonna be seeing a big match between FTR and the Briscoe brothers very soon. And I can tell you that bigger matches are gonna be happening in the future. I've received word that bigger things are in the works. Big things are gonna be happening in the future, guys. And Wrasslinews is gonna be the front runner of all of it, because we're gonna be getting the news before anybody else does. I'll tell you that. And there you go, Ricky. It was a great match. NXT was a good show last night, but no young person watches NXT. Only NXT viewership is 50 and old. Not good. Yeah, I mean, NXT right now is in a tough spot. I mean, 628,000, not that great of a viewership for sure. And just like you said, not a lot of people are watching NXT 2.0, especially the younger audience, which the show is, by the way, directed towards. They're not tuning in. So it's kind of a failed experiment, but let's see how it goes. So far, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm enjoying the new NXT 2.0. I'm enjoying the new colors. I think they bring in a fresh energy and everything, so I enjoy NXT 2.0 for sure. And I watch it with all of you, which makes it a lot more enjoyable for me because of you guys. You guys are awesome. So I think NXT is going to get better. Just give it more time. It's got to get better. And Dragon Mox for the win. True already in there with a prediction. That's right. I think they're going to win as well. They've got William Regal by their side. There's no way that all of that coaching and that guidance is not going to play out well. It's got to play out well. It's gonna pay off. And all that William Regal guidance is gonna bear sweet fruits. So I would say, too, that Dragon Mox, they got to win. They got to win this one. By the way, can we talk about how tonight's show has been just on fire? I mean, since the very beginning, we saw a very nice match between Dax and CM Punk. It was a pretty good match. Then up next, we had that 8-man tag, which I, by the way, am not a very big fan of, multi-man tag matches. But that was special because you got some very good moves, off that stage and backstage, or what do you call it, the corridor where the fans were. It was pretty sweet. So that match definitely had some memorable moments out there. And even this one, Dragon Mox, it has to be a good one. So tonight's show, definitely special. And Michael King is here. Michael, good to see you. Is Rhea on chopping block after Mania? You know what? We're going to be seeing some firings most likely taking place after Mania. That has been said, and it probably is going to happen. And that used to be the tradition, by the way. If you guys have been watching the WWE for a bit, you would know that after WrestleMania, the tradition used to be that wrestlers used to get fired. And every wrestler knew that this is a thing, this is a tradition. You got to bring your A game for WrestleMania, and after it, you could be released, you could be let go, because that was the tradition. But that thing kind of changed recently. By the way, that lady Anna Jay, she kind of scared me, freaked me out. She was sitting right there ringside on those steel steps, looking down in the dark. I got scared for a second when I saw her. Seems like she is turning dark for sure. She's going dark. She looks like the next Alex, very dark version of Bliss for sure. But yeah, guys, this is an interesting show. One hell of a show for sure. But yes, just what I was saying was that it seems like the releases are going to be returning after WrestleMania. There are going to be people who are going to be released, but I don't think Rhea is going to get released. I think she's fine. I think she brings in some great amount of talent to the table, so I don't think she's going to be in the chopping block. But we'll find out only after Mania. We'll find out. And Ricky says Dragon Marks for the win. AEW is booked much better than Nitro was, without a shadow of a doubt, right? Because you gotta have one vision. By the way, guys, you gotta have one vision. You cannot have multi people, trying to enforce their vision and trying to get it into work and think that the show is gonna work out that way. I mean, you look at, for the longest time, Cody Rhodes had a lot of yes men around him, all right? He had a lot of yes men who Cody Rhodes brought up an idea and they said yes. They said yes. All the crazy ideas, even if you were going wrong with something, they would say yes. And they would fill up his ears and they would tell him, this is the right thing to do, this is the wrong thing to do, and he'd get a lot of visions mixed in with his own, and you wouldn't get the best product out there. But now that Cody Rhodes, he's definitely realizing what went wrong the past few years. He's making the changes from what I've heard. And now it's got to be his vision as we move forward. You look at ROH, the work he's done with ROH, that shows that, he's taking it more seriously. He definitely is going to go for hold another vision here. So when we're going to see one vision, and that's Tony Khan, the founder's vision, come into play here, I think it's going to get even better. Now, WCW, there were a whole lot of visions in there. I mean, all the top guys were getting creative freedom to do whatever the hell they wanted. And when you have multiple men with their own visions trying to, make something out of it, what you get is scrambled eggs and nothing but scrambled eggs. But when you have one vision, you get a very nice and firm and delicious omelet. So let's go for the omelet. Let's go for one vision. And hopefully AEW and ROH both prosper in the future. Because right now, we know that AEW's booking is better than Nitro, without a shadow of a doubt. And there you go. Moxley and the team of Bryan and Moxley definitely dominated this match right now. Early on, Bryan Danielson in control with, as I believe that we all didn't doubt it. We all knew this is how it was going to play out. Bryan very much in control. Jon Moxley hanging around on the apron. Also looking pretty relaxed right there. The tag has been made. And you know what? Bryan still somehow, I don't think he's shaken up. I think he's just fine with a big uppercut right there. And he eats a big chop. And again, delivers a big uppercut. Eats a big chop. And then with a kick and another kick. And another big uppercut. Look at that. Bryan, like butter. He's in control of this whole damn thing. Looking so good. Have you been to WrestleMania? Yes, Liz, I have. I was actually flown down by the WWE to WrestleMania 35. I was flown down to New York. All expenses paid. Trip to WrestleMania. Hotel, food, everything paid for by the WWE. Ringside tickets, all paid for. And yeah, I've been to WrestleMania 35. Renegade says 2 out of 0. Love that. I picked Daniels and Moxley. I got the team Moxley wins this match. I think you guys are here for an invincible score tonight because all of you are going to get all of it right. All of it right. And Renegade says Moxley and Daniel. I agree. Danielson kicking the hell out of Pillman. This is good, right? This is wow. Look at Bryan. You can't look at Bryan and say that he's not having a great time here because he is. He's having a wonderful time here. He's enjoying right here. Look at the double team, by the way. Bryan was holding him into position. Moxley gives him a big clothesline, and then that converts into a big suplex. This guy probably dead right now. Look at that. Moxley was covering it. His partner comes into the aid, breaks the pinfall, breaks the cover. And Bryan is taking care of business right now. He's got to go for the half. There we go. Bryan gets kicked. Bryan gets thrown out of the ring to the ringside. Moxley is not taking it lightly with the big chops to the chest. I think he's got to throw. And again, the AEW referees are useless. They're useless because, they do not know how to enforce rules. You've got two members, legal as well as illegal members on the same team in the ring at the same damn time. Look at that, pulling off a double team on Moxley. It's well over a 20 count, but they don't get disqualified. The match doesn't get called out because the referee doesn't know how to enforce rules. Or maybe he does, but he only does it when it's convenient for him to do it, right? And Asia, do you see Pillman turning heel? I could, but I think that lady in that corner right now on the steel steps gotta turn into something. I don't know if it's gonna be heel, but I think something is coming for sure. Absolutely, I think it's gonna be happening. I thought y'all wasn't live. Had to go into my subscription to your channel. The live ain't showing up in my feed like it normally does. That's weird. That was insane. Oh dear, TRU. It's YouTube messing up all this stuff, right? I mean, it's YouTube doing the dirty work right now. That's not nice. But thank you, TRU, for joining in here. Oh, by the way, look at that. Look at that. As you guys said it earlier, you guys are all right. All of you were right. Moxley and Bryan pick up another win right there. Beautiful stuff. Look at William Regal sitting right there like a proud papa. He looks happy. His boys have won it, and there's no reason for them to not win it, right? I mean, William Regal, as you see him on TV, as you see him on camera, he's just as supportive of a guy off camera. I mean, if he really puts his heart and he really puts his mind into something or somebody, he invested into them, he is really going to bring the best out of you. And, I've got some friends in the business who have worked with William Regal in the past. And they would tell you stories about how William Regal would, support them and, would help them out, get on a call with them every single day, exchange texts with them, ask them to record, promos and send them over promos in the bathroom or, in the bedroom or, when they're taking a walk in the morning, just cut promos randomly and send them over to Regal. And that's the kind of guy he is. He will go out of his way above and beyond his Call of Duty to make sure his guys are doing well.
To compete against the best in the world, and I've been fortunate enough
Look at that.
to compete, to learn from the best in the world, but there's only one man whose opinion I ever cared about. His lordship, William Regal.
Gotta love that. Show of respect from Moxley to Regal. He says, there's only one person whose opinion I've cared about, and that's his lordship, William Regal. I'm not too sure how Renee, if she would be happy to hear that, because you'd expect her to also listen to his wife, and if he's not doing it, Renee's not going to be happy, You better be listening to Renee as well.
Excellence, it's a badge of honor, and it wasn't easy to get. I earned it.
Sure.
Pain and blood and torture and dislocated joints. So I wear that badge, that black pole badge.
And true there with a good question, who will be the team to beat Moxley and Danielson? It's a question to everybody. It's an open-ended question to everybody. Let us know if you have an idea who could that team be. Because so far, I'm looking at all the teams across the board. I don't think there's a team right now that actually can stop this momentum, or they should stop this momentum. This momentum should not be stopped. It should keep going. I see this team as the next team, hell no, if even better. And I think this is a beautiful team. It's got to do wonders.
You better step up or get stepped on. But this message is for anybody who thinks they have what it takes to stand beside us.
There we go. And, well, look at that. Open challenge from Moxley to anybody who dares to step beside Moxley as well as Bryan.
We ain't giving out no free passes. If you think you got what it takes to ride with us, you need to reach deep down into your soul and find that place where you love pain. If you want a badge of honor from the Blackpool Combat Club, there's only one way to get it. The hard way.
Blackpool Combat Cup. Who wants to join the Blackpool Combat Cup? I mean, true, you were talking about who would beat those people. I guess they're in the recruitment mood right now. They want more people on board in the Blackpool Combat Club. So BCC. Let's see who joins the BCC. I think it's interesting. Opens the doors to a whole new kind of possibilities out there. And Run DMG is here. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means? That means a lot of things. And TRU, Run DMG, Renegade, since you're just tuning in, I don't know if you were here early on, I've got some big news. Once again, I would like to tell everybody here that I just recorded before I got here, 4 or 5 minutes before I got here, I wrapped up a big interview with a legend of his kind. This guy has, never been on any podcasts, never done interviews, barely has done any if he's done any. and he joined us on our podcast. He poured his heart out, shared stories that we've never heard before, his personal life, his WWE run, his release, his coming back, and what he's doing right now, and more. So be sure to check it out. That interview is going to be out this Saturday. It's going to be out this Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. On top of that, we've got a star lineup for the Wrassing show. One after the other, stars are appearing on the show. Let it be from WWE or other promotions. We've got stars coming in. And also, another big news and good news is that our relationship with the AEW, it just got better, real better. So, doors are opening up. The forbidden door has finally been, it's opened. It's not kicked out of the way, but it's open. So, big things coming, guys, Great things are coming. On top of that, this Sunday, we're going to be debuting our brand new series, our brand new show, live show, which is going to be Game with Wrassing. What we do here is that we sit down, we play some games, and we talk some wrestling. Every single Thursday and Sunday, that show is going to be debuting this Sunday. So on Thursday, we play 2K22. On Sundays, we play any game out there, but what we're going to do is that we're going to take a game and we're going to complete that game in a week or 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're going to move on to another game. We're going to do that, guys. And we're going to be doing it while talking some wrestling, while having some fun, discussing news, rumors, and more. It debuts this Sunday. And there you go, Blackpool Combat Club, BCC, True says he likes it, gets that true approval. I approve it too. I think that's a pretty cool name, and you know what? He's British, the guy's English, and make it known for sure. And Run DMG, they're rooting for CM Punk. Man, Run DMG, I'm not sure if we watched the first match between Dax and Punk, because that was one hell of a match. It was a great match. This is a pay-per-view worthy, even a WrestleMania match. Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole on free TV tonight. That's right, TRU. It's very true. I mean, tonight's show has been good so far. We're about an hour. Right? Yes, we're about an hour. We're 42 minutes away. 48 minutes into the show or something. And you know what? It's been a decent show. Having a lot of fun here. And, the fun's just getting started because we still have a lot of good matches up there. A lot of good matches. It's one of the good AEW shows we've seen in a while. Told you I'd see Brandy Strats. You're right. Too Sweet Pistol Pete is behind all of this. Thank you, Too Sweet. You're awesome. Jay Lethal needs to win some matches on TV, but it won't happen tonight. I don't see it's happening tonight either. I think he should be appearing more on Dynamite or Rampage. He's done a lot of stuff, I believe, on Elevation and Dark. So Dynamite, Rampage, it'd be nice to see him here for sure. And you guys here with a unbeatable score of 3 out of 4. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. You guys are doing great here. JJ Dillon sued Kevin Sullivan, says Chris, for $7.5, as well as Steve Hardy's court. Sure. Oh, that's interesting. All right, that is interesting. By the way, MJF making his way after the ring. He's looking good. He's looking fresh. Look at the suit. Look at the Burberry scarf. Looking great. MJF. Also, the Mike Zan, he's not waiting until he gets to the damn ring. He's actually going to cut a promo while he makes his way down the ramp. Look at that. Sweet. And MJF smirking, laughing, looking around in the crowd, looking at all the peasants in there. There we go. MJF, such a heel. There we go.
Shame that you couldn't get the job done last week. I mean, really.
And I see some love here for Jay Lethal. Love that, Run DMG. Clay, good to see you. Bailey, I know, Bailey picture. We need that Bailey picture. We'll get that Bailey picture. I'll tell you that for sure. There we go. AJ, I have big breaking news. David Otunga auction. That is true. That is right. I did hear that as well. I had no idea that it was already auctioned, but I did hear that, he was auctioning it off, and the fact that he's auctioned it for $54,000 is sweet. It's sweet for sure. Nice. Good for him. But I got a question. Why would you buy any other man's engagement ring. I would never do that. Would you guys do it? I would never. I mean, if I really wanted an engagement ring, I'd buy my own, right? I wouldn't buy any other man's or women's engagement ring. That's their memory. Why would I take their memory and bring it home? I wouldn't do it.
You decided to cheat to win. Let me make something perfectly clear. Don't know where, don't know when, but there will be another match.
Shawn Spears has the best job in the world. All he's got to do is come out with a steel chair, sit down in the middle of the ring, clap for MJF as he walks around, cuts a promo, does all the work, and Shawn Spears sits there, relaxed, just claps. Great job. That is a great life. Look at that.
Back to the other spineless coward, the War Dog. Are you people like Wardlow? That's 'cause you're inbred.
Whoa. He says, you guys like Wardlow? That's because you're inbred. That is not right. Are they down in Alabama right now? Because that's not appropriate. No way. Wow. And Ricky says, MJF, your future AEW World Champion. Let's go for sure. For sure, a World Champion. MJF in these thrift store suits. Oh, true. I don't know about the suits if they're a thrift store, but that Burberry scarf definitely real, right? I love that scarf.
For the contract you signed nearly 3 years ago, these people wouldn't know who the hell you were.
What happened to Marty's girl? I'm not too updated. Anybody else knows? Let me know. Thank you for that question. That's a good question, by the way.
And thanks to me, you now have a beautiful roof over you, and that mama of yours is head.
Whoa.
And how do you repay me, Wardlow? By costing me the most important match of my life. And then having the audacity to step into my ring, to speak into my microphone, and ask me to release you from your contract?
I'm just not taking this lightly, by the way. He's not happy. He's not happy. It's crazy, but it's, yes, my own rings don't wife me mad at no, I'm not married, I'm single. That's right, Ricky. I get it, brother. Totally get it. By the way, ladies watching this right now, Ricky's single. The most chased after bachelor. Go get Ricky. Chris, they're in Texas. That makes sense. Then they're not inbred. For sure not.
Piggy, I'm about to make your life a living hell.
There you see X Persona once again.
You will say how
I would never buy anything used. I mean, especially jewelry or especially something that's so personal, right? Especially a wedding ring. I mean, can you imagine the kind of memories these guys would have shared? I'd never buy it. I mean, kudos to the guy who spent $54,000 on it. I'd never do it.
How about that? If I do so deem it fit to kick that steak mother of yours out of your house, you won't say a goddamn thing, 'cause I own you, pig. I own you.
Yeah, this is not right. He calls Wardlow a pig, says that he'll do something to get his sick mother of his out of the house. This is crossing the line, isn't it? And Wardlow, like a true man, he's coming out. You say whatever the hell you want about a guy, but you bring his mom into the conversation, it's not going to end well. Wardlow is angry guy right now. Just throwing away all the stuff left and right, getting him out of the way. Look at that, clearing the house, clearing the ramp, as he actually, wow, the staff. All the crew, look at the crew that comes flowing in here. All of them holding Wardlow back. Nobody allowing him to get to the ring.
You silly little swine.
Swine, pig, the kind of names he's using for Wardlow tonight, not good.
And MJF doesn't want you around here no more. That means you're trespassing, bud. And that makes you just like all these marks if they were to hop over the barricade. But don't you worry, you greedy little pig. I'm gonna keep
That's
paying
big.
you, but I'm gonna pay you to stay home. Week after week, month after month, year after year, until all these people forget you ever existed.
If I was Sean Spears, I'd leave now because this guy is not good company. I mean, why does he think MJF wouldn't do the same to Spears as he's doing to Wardlow? That's really bad. I'm not a fan of, words like swine and pig that are being used on Wardlow right now. That's not cool. MJF, what a heel. What a heel. By the way, tonight's show has a rating of TV14, as I can see here. Interesting. So the Pinnacle is far from over. They're going to be doing something next week. They're going to have some big moves going next week. Let's see how that goes. Sean Spears is nothing but a stooge. Gary absolutely agreed. And he should leave now. I mean, he's have a little bit of self-respect left. This guy got to leave now. He should leave now. MJF's parents also look related. I think Marty is working indies. Tony Khan will buy out Wardlow's contract. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely agree with you, True, 100%. Not cool, MJF. I agree with you too, Ricky. Slave speech is not... That's right. That's what I'm talking about, It's one thing to be a heel, and I know MJF does being, a heel very good. He really does a good job with it. But slave speech or calling somebody a swine or a pig or, is insulting their mothers. I don't appreciate that stuff. I just don't appreciate that. And there you go. Jason is here. Jason, good to see you. And there he says, AJ, MJF knows how to cut a promo. AJ, I had a hard time finding your show tonight. That's not right, Jason. I mean, you're not the first person to say that. I mean, I think that, I'm trying to think, TRU said it as well. They said also that they had a hard time finding the stream. And it's not the first time I'm hearing it. I also heard it yesterday and day before yesterday. So I believe that's YouTube and its algorithm doing some dirty work because, wow, okay. Interesting. I've been here live since the very beginning, so it's interesting that you guys are having a hard time finding the stream. It's alright. It's okay. You know that I'm here live every single time when we're doing these streams, so I'm going to be here. But hopefully YouTube gets its stuff sorted out before WrestleMania is here, because we don't want, WrestleMania stream to be lonely. So hopefully they get it sorted. But until then, tonight is a family business, I guess, since the stream's not getting out there. Nobody's going to be able to see it. So it's just our family, us watching it. So that's good. That's a good thing. Anyways, guys, just like I said, a big thing coming this very Saturday. A big legend is going to be joining us, for exclusive interview this Saturday on the Wrassing show. This guy has never appeared on any podcast, done any interviews before, so it's definitely big. And it's not just gonna be an interview; it's also gonna be some good news along with it. It's gonna be an invitation as well, an invitation for you all to join something, and I'm gonna let you know when we know more details about it. But just like I said, big interviews coming up, big show, a new show debuting this Sunday with a gaming show. Lots of good stuff coming up, guys. Lots of good stuff. I had to do a YouTube search to find you, says Gary. Yeah, there you are. Definitely YouTube doing some dirty work, without a shadow of a doubt. But that's how these platforms work, apparently. They like to, slow down your momentum sometimes, but that's okay. You guys are here, and that's what matters. Jason says, but I'm here, and you are the #1 challenge for wrestling. Thank you, Jason. Melting my heart right there, making me blush. That is beautiful. By the way, can I just say this? That I have been awake all night today. And when I do these watch-alongs, it's like, what time is like 5:30, 4:30 for me in the morning. But I was awake all night tonight because I had to stay up to record that interview. That interview started at about 3:30 at night, and it went on till, I believe, 5 in the morning because, it was a good interview. We just spoke, and it's never ended. It's about an over, or at least an hour long of interview. It's going to be coming out this Saturday, so I've been awake all night, and I'm having fun here. You guys are awesome, so it's good. You want a piece of me? You got it, brother. I see you too, sweet. Love, Dad. Absolutely. And X Persona says, I have to confess that half my magic, the Gathering collection, is from secondhand. Oh, there you go. I see it. And TRU says, true bad way to treat a living legend that is still young enough to go in the ring, 20 plus years of experience, the pro wrestling, and a big name following for sure, 100%. And everybody here says Cole is going to be the one that's going to be winning this match. We have Cole and Jay Lethal kicking things off. And when I saw the entrances, I thought at first that it's going to be a commercial break. And I realized that I'm not watching Monday Night Raw, which means entrances doesn't mean a commercial break. Entrance means wrestling here on AEW Dynamite, which is fantastic. And look at those big chops. Jay Lethal with those two big chops and whoa. He's going to go hard right there with those big punches to Adam Cole as we speak. A big elbow strike to the head of Cole. Cole is down. The fans enter the smash. Look at the silence in the ring. Everybody's just looking on carefully, closely on the action, because right now, what we're seeing right now, two pieces of butter going over each other, because these guys are magic in the ring. They're so smooth. They're so good. Look at them. Look at them bringing the heat. And Adam Cole here twisting the arm of Jay Lethal. Irish whip with Jay reverses. And there we go. Down goes Adam Cole. Another big drop kick. Jay Lethal is bringing the heat. Love it, guys. Love it. Absolutely love this. MJF is better than you. And you know it. That's right. Whoa, wait. MJF's not better than me. No, I can't agree with that. No. You know what? I don't insult people. I don't look down upon people, and I think that makes me better than MJF. Also, the fact that I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I'm straight edge, also means that I'm better than you. MJF puts me miles ahead of you, right? Anybody else here in the chat straight edge? If you are, hands up. Let me know if you're straight edge. Let me know if you're a part of the straight edge society. And speaking of that, look at Jay Lethal bringing the heat. Adam Cole having a really tough time as we speak. Jay Lethal just fluid. He's fluid in the ring. He's smooth. And there you go. He goes for that. Oh, whoa. Adam Cole with a beautiful reversal. He just knew what Lethal was going to go up with. And there you go. It's time for a bit. Adam Cole, baby. He's bringing in some... I don't know. It was not a good time for showboarding right there, because we know Jay Lethal wasn't really down. He was still in control. And when he did a little baby right there, Jay Lethal with a big drop kick to the back of Cole. He goes down at the barricade. Jay Lethal goes diving down, flying down to Adam Cole once again, setting him to the barricade one more time. Jay Lethal looking to fly once again, and Adam Cole gets out of the way. He gets out of the way. Look at that. And what else do we have here? Spear jobbers for life, for sure, on DMG, 100%. Tough man, a tough main event to pick, but I take Cole. Yeah, definitely I take Cole too. Is this the main event though? I mean, there has to be more coming up, right? This cannot be the main event, because we are still about an hour left. This can't be the main event. There has to be more. Drew says Vader versus Trent will happen soon, probably on Rampage. Yeah, for sure. And we're getting a Snoop Dogg commercial on in picture-in-picture mode right now. Did somebody say skip? We're getting a commercial for Snoop Dogg. I guess that's a new show that he's coming out with. You know, he does work here and there with TNT. They like him. They give him money. That's nice. I pick Adam Cole, baby. I see that. Gary, Ricky, love that. And true. They're doing some good with him. And Team Taz plus Dante Martin, for sure. Gunther looked like a beast on NXT 2.0. Just watched. That's right, on DMG. Did a watch along for NXT 2.0 last night, and we were talking about it, that Gunther looks great. I was even saying that he looks a few years younger than he looked about 4 or 5 years ago. Definitely looks younger. He looks good. He's in great shape. He's a total monster. Fantastic. Today is the 25 years anniversary of WrestleMania 13. What an event that was, right? Good times, man. Good times indeed. And Black Maximo, love that. I hate they changed him from Walter, now I'm out of Gunther. That's right. They changed the names. I love changing names. But there's one guy who's not going to get a name change, who's not going to be taking on a ring name. He's just going to be who he is. And that is Gable Steveson. Because his name is just too big. And it's out there. that WWE is just not gonna rename him, and he's not gonna be taking on a ring name, a copyrighted name. It's not gonna be happening. Gable Steveson is gonna be, and he's gonna stay Gable Steveson for good. That's just true. Everyone still calls him Walter. I still call him Walter too. I don't think that's gonna change. I think WWE might have to change here and start calling him Walter too. I mean, it's stupid to call him Gunther. Nobody wants to call him Gunther. There you go. I have a straight edge. I am a straight edge, says Renegade. Love that. Love that. It's not Walter, it's Gunther. And man, turning Pete Dunne into Butch. Oh my gosh, that's right. They butchered Pete Dunne's name. And if it wasn't just for the name, I mean his outfit with a little hat and the all that vest and those trousers. I don't know if he's a guy straight from 1980s in Britain or what, but this is a very stereotypical way to book an Englishman, right? Give him a name like Butch and dress him up like that. I don't know. I think I already missed the Bruiserweight, and I know the Bruiserweight really brought the heat. Was an unstoppable force. Bruiserweight, one of a kind. I don't know about Butch. Honestly, I just don't know. Anyways, picture-in-picture, pretty damn long here. I guess we're going to be grateful that we're not getting a full-blown commercial. Picture-in-picture still nice. And as we can see here, and Jay Lethal with a big kick to Adam Cole. Really a big one. Adam Cole is dazed. He looks out of it. Lights out. He falls down hard. And Jay Lethal looking to book in a submission hold. Adam Cole kicks him away. And Jay Lethal goes flying with a sudden roll up. He's gonna go for a pinfall once again, and Adam Cole kicks out. Still in the game. Jay Lethal with another roll up. Is he gonna be able to pin Adam Cole? Or maybe not, he's not. And Lethal just does not quit. With another roll up right there. Beautiful stuff. And Adam Cole kicks out one more time. He has Jay Lethal in position, and Jay Lethal, don't tell me he's going for another roll-up here. Don't tell me that. No, he has a submission on figure four. Figure four has been locked in. Look at that beautiful stuff. Figure four has been locked in, and Bobby Fish and KOR making their way to the ringside, and they are looking very concerned, desperately looking on, cheering on their buddy, their guy, Adam Cole as we speak. Figure four locked in beautifully, locked in tight. Adam Cole trying to crawl, trying to make his way to the ropes, and he does. He holds onto the ropes, causing a rope break right there. Look at that. And what else do we have here? I'm straight edge too, AJ. I want you, AJ. That's right. Awesome. Yeah, I am straight edge too, brother. Absolutely. Ricky, it's still Walter to us. Yeah, that's right. It's still Walter to us. Damn it. That's right. Have you guys all seen that meme? It's still real to us. Damn it. Where the guy in tears, on that indie show. It's like, it's still real to us. Damn it. Beautiful stuff. That I watched that video, and I guess that's the video that made me fall in love with wrestling. That was a beautiful video. Yeah, it shows the kind of fans wrestling has. Very passionate, just the greatest fans out there. When you talk about any sport, wrestling has the best fans. And Jay Lethal right there going for a springboard, and Adam Cole kicks him in the back of his head. Adam Cole in the corner right now, climbing to the middle rope right there. He's waiting for Jay Lethal to get up to his feet, and Jay Lethal obliges. And you know what? He actually is lights out. Jay Lethal's lights out. Adam Cole hits the big one. This has to be over. This has to be it for Jay Lethal. And no, he kicks out at a 2.9. Somehow, someway, Jay Lethal gathers the energy to kick out, and he kicks out, and this match is still going strong as we speak right now. He's still going strong, guys. Still going strong. Lethal should join Honor No More for sure. It would be one hell of an addition, but he's not going to be able to because Honor No More, Impact only. And Lethal should win. AEW never has upsets. We'll see. I would love for him to, but we'll see. This is a good TV match for sure, true. I think somebody said it earlier that this is a pay-per-view quality match that we're getting on free television. And we're not going to complain about it because this is a fantastic match. Having a great time here, and we're gonna go for a roll-up once again. Jay Lethal rolling up Adam Cole. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there you go. These guys come in with a distraction. Adam Cole low blows Jay Lethal, hits him in the back of his head with a big leg, big foot drop, and there you go. With that being said, Adam Cole picks up a big victory here. Yes, it was dirty. Yes, it wasn't clean in any way, shape, or form. But yes, you guys are right. Invincible scores here tonight. Everybody with the 440. Beautiful score, guys. Great stuff. Great stuff. They might as well rename Ridge Holland to Luke Team with him to Butch to be the foreign bushwhacker. That's right, absolutely. They should just do that right now, right? I mean, come on. I mean, I can't recall. Has there ever been an international star that wasn't booked stereotypically and that wasn't booked according to their heritage or their gimmick? Because you look back at all these international stars, especially the Asian stars. You look at Jinder Mahal. You look at, of course, all of these Asian stars, look at Asuka, they all get booked very stereotypically. This guy's from Asia. He has to have an accent. This guy's from Asia. This lady's from Asia. She should have an accent, and she should be doing this or doing that. It's not right. I mean, everybody can just be a generic wrestler, and not just somebody who's a stereotypical guy, speaks a certain accent, or has a certain name, or has a certain look. That's not right. It's not right. It's so funny because Revolution, we saw an amazing card, right? We saw CM Punk, MJF tear it down. We saw Cole, Page, beautiful show. But tonight, it seems like the feud's not over. This guy MJF probably not done with Punk yet. And Cole certainly not done with Page. Definitely not. And Cole wins, baby. You're right. Everybody 4-4-0. Lethal should have signed with Impact. I think he should have, but I believe that they've had some interesting history, so I guess that came into play. But you know what? He's in AEW right now. I think he's gonna be doing good, I feel. So let's see how that turns out, though. And there you go, 4-4-0. Everybody here, beautiful stuff. And you know what? He summoned the demon, and the demon's out here. He summoned the devil, the guy that he is probably his worst enemy right now. Adam Page comes out, and he's coming out looking very strong as we speak, guys. Look at Cole. Look at Page. Page, Cole, face-to-face. And you know what? They didn't have to advertise it as a face-to-face clash, as a face-to-face confrontation between these two. They just did it, right? They didn't have to advertise it, and that's beautiful. But a certain company has to advertise a face-to-face clash between two, a challenger and a champion, and has to have all the bells and whistles before it actually happens. So that is interesting. But look at that, guys. Adam Cole in control, thanks to his stooges, Bobby Fish and KOR, still in control. There you go. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. When will Omega show up? True, I know it's been long overdue. I think we're going to wait maybe until Double or Nothing. Maybe. We'll see. And Adam Cole here has his eyes on the title, but there are more people who have their eye on the title. CM Punk's one of them, so Cole definitely is going to have a lot of enemies if he gets a hand on the title. And believe it or not, guys, Adam Cole is actually walking away with the championship. He's walking away with the world title. He is. He really is. Look at that. 4-4-0. I wish 3-for-1. That's right, Gary. I wish so too. Would be nice to see something different for once, right? Look at Jinder Mahal, born in Canada, but I think because of his parents being from India, he gets that Indian gimmick. That's right. Sad, right? And you know what? The funny part is, TRU, they give them all these gimmicks and they cannot portray them well. They portray them in the worst stereotypical way possible, and it's just doesn't send across a good image at all. Why did Jinder Mahal fail in India? It's because they tried to sell him to the Indian audience without reading the Indian audience. Are the Indian audience gotta be cheering on Jinder? Are Indian audience, the majority of Indian population, by the way, most of the Indian population is Hindu, right? So would they like somebody who's a top guy like Veer Mahan, or his friend? Veer Mahan was in a tag team with this guy called Saurav, who right now is also in NXT 2.0. Is also like an Omos. Currently he's also managing a guy. So. Back then, when NXT was still gold and black, Veer Mahan was in a tag team with Saurav, and these guys had the perfect thing going on that would have been huge in India. They were basically portraying being disciples of Lord Shiva. And if you look at the forehead of Veer Mahan and the tattoo that he has on, the face paint that he has on, that's not a face paint, that's a religious mark. It's a religious sign, which shows that you are basically a disciple, a follower of Lord Shiva. So a gimmick like that, a character like that would be crazy over in India. It's all about the representation of the culture and all that stuff. So that would be over in India. Now, Jinder Mahal, they tried to have him be the guy who would be over in India, and it didn't work. And there's many reasons for it. Because first, they didn't do it well. Second, because everybody knew that the guy was from Canada, and they were trying to sell us a Canadian guy in India, and that wasn't going to work. Third, he comes out there with a turban, which doesn't look like a turban. Nobody wears a turban like that. A turban is the way that you see me wearing. That's a real turban. Fourth, he comes out to the ring, he takes off his turban, and he barely has hair underneath. I mean, any person with a turban on has hair. I mean, they have hair. We're not supposed to be cutting our hair. So that's another thing that they got wrong. Fifth, and the most important part, is that when he took off the turban when he was wrestling. You do not take off the turban ever. The turban always stays. And another thing that he did wrong and WWE did wrong was that. So really, they tried to go all stereotypical, and they tried to sell Jinder Mahal to India without actually reading the audience, without actually getting to know the Indian audience better. And it was a failed experiment because it was a very, very poorly attempted experiment. They should have read the audience. They should have read what they were selling. If it was right, if it was wrong, because it was very wrong on a lot of levels. Jinder Mahal had to fail, and he failed. He was a great guy. I love Jinder Mahal. I've met him on multiple occasions. He's a great man. His nickname also is AJ, by the way. He's a great guy. I have a chat with him. He's a fantastic guy. But the way that WWE booked his character was not right. It isn't right. That's right, Archer's is natural. Yep, there you go. Have a cage match and end the Cole Hangman beef. Would love that, brother. Would love that for sure. TRU says, plug they had a Samoan play a Japanese monster. That's right. Yeah, that's typical WWE for you. The real sumo was actually Earthquake. Earthquake a beast for sure. And look at that, guys. Sammy and Tay Conti in the ring. Yeah, thank you for that, TRU. Thank you for that.
Tony, you're right. 3 weeks ago, I lost the TNT title. But it is what it is. We can't change what we can't change. I don't have the title, but Tony, I still have this. This ring, with Sammy Guevara's inside of it, with the belt, without the belt, I promise you, I will give you a show like you have never seen before. I will do something so crazy that it makes you people who paid your hard money for a ticket to stand up in your chair and chant, holy shit.
Sammy there with the promises. Sammy sounded more like a politician right now, giving us a lot of promises. But is he going to be able to deliver? We'll have to see.
I've heard it my entire career. I can't do this style forever. The bumps are going to catch up to me. I'm going to pay for this when I'm older. If I'm going to pay for it, screw it, because it's worth it, baby. It's worth it. It's worth it because of you people. I understand. You have to give something to get something. And what you give to me when I come out here is everything I truly wanted in this business. Until now.
Yeah, wait a second. Wait a second.
bitch.
Wow.
You're gonna get your ass kicked, just like you did your whole fighting career. So the way I see it, enough talking. Ty and Sammy versus any of you two idiots right now.
So big call out. They're Ty Sammy. They're bringing them out. They're calling them out. I don't know how this is gonna end up, but it's interesting. Now let's talk a little bit about Paige and the way that she's been booked in AEW. Do you think they're booking her right? Do you think that they're really putting some respect to her name? Are they making her look like a big deal or not? Let me know what you guys think. Jinder Mahal both to Triple H in India. That's right, Run DMG. Again, so stupid, right? That is so stupid. Come on.
We have Paige Van Zandt, the biggest free agency signing in the history of AEW, who unfortunately for you had excluded from her contract all personal appearances in shit-stained towns like Austin, Texas.
Wow, look at that. Gotta have your girl talk for you. That's right, brother. Absolutely. Once again, I'm not a fan of the way that Paige been booked in AEW. I feel like they leave a lot of stuff to assumption. They assume that you know what, our fans are hardcore fans. They know who Paige is. Of course, they knew who Paige Van Zandt is. If they don't, they're gonna look her up on Google. They're gonna check her out, and they're gonna be a fan. They're gonna like it. I feel they leave a lot to the assumption here, and I think that doesn't work out in every case. What I would like to see, what I would have preferred, was that if they would actually develop Paige's character and really sell to her, and you know, that really she's a big deal. Sell us the idea and sell us the fact that she's a big deal. That she was a big deal in the Octagon, she was a big deal in the MMA, she's a bare knuckle fighter and all that kind of stuff. Sell that to us. And I don't think they've done a good enough job doing that. So here's Toilet Bowl, Madame Lambert. That's right. And the 2 TNT Championship titles too. Look at that.
Dan, hey Dan. I know we've been living rent-free in your head since you got here. But if you only knew what Ty and I did while wearing that belt, then you know we now live in your mouth too.
Did you guys hear that? Wait a second. Wow. Did you guys hear that? He says, if you knew what Ty and I did wearing that belt, I don't know if that's very respectful towards the belt itself, because in the past, we have seen the WWE NXT Divas Championship, not been, shown in the best way possible in a certain video, and that, of course, wasn't right. And a lot of people spoke about how it was so disrespectful towards the company, towards the goal, towards the championship, and, Sammy comes out here and he says that, the stuff that we did wearing the belt, and I don't know if that's very respectful towards the belt itself. I don't know about that. That's right, Too Sweet there with the vomiting emoji and puking emoji, and I don't know, Too Sweet, everybody here, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know if it was the best thing to say. I don't know if that really shows that you respect the title, because if you did, you wouldn't be saying or you would be doing the things that you said that you did wearing that belt. So I don't know. That's right, they live in Dan's mouth. Unfortunately, seems like it. And Ricky, I see you. Run DMG says that they find Sammy annoying, and I'm with you. And the reason why I had problems with Brandy Rhodes at the first place is because of Sammy. Because of something to do with him. He was also in the story. He never got personally involved, but he was also, somewhere in the story. So, definitely not a big fan. And there we go, Layla Hirsch is here. I know Bobby's a big fan of her. She's coming out here right now. Looking good, looking determined. I don't get what that segment accomplished at all. I think that was just a filler. Once again, I think that when WWE brings in somebody, and they bring in somebody like Ronda Rousey, or they bring in somebody like Gable Stevens, I think they do a good job, or at least a better job at milking it, and really letting us know that that's a big deal. It's a big deal. And this is why it's a big deal. And they'll show us highlights, and they'll show us photos and videos. over and over and over again, and they make it look like a big deal. I think Paige Van Zandt comes over to AEW, and I think it's a tremendous deal. I think it's great. I think they're definitely one of the biggest signees that they've had, especially in the women's division. But I don't think that they really do a good job at making it look like or feel like a big deal. I don't think that they've added a lot of star power to the name Paige Van Zandt in AEW. I don't think that they've done a good job there. Yeah. And Chris, I totally agree that I don't know what that segment accomplished at all. Apart from buying in a few minutes to the end of the show, I don't think it accomplished a whole lot right there. And Ricky says TMI, there you go. Swerve will beat Starks by DQ and Rampage. By DQ, that's a bold prediction right there. True. Bold. I pick Layla Hirsch, says Chris. Let me look at the ladies in the ring. Brad is here. Layla is here. I think I gotta go with Layla too. I think so. And Too Swiss, I'm a big Red Velvet fan. There we go. So true here. So Too Sweet here going with Red Velvet for sure. Chris gotta go here with Layla. I think I'm gonna go with Layla too. I think Layla's gonna be winning. And wait a second. Are we even gonna have a match? Because this is really getting ugly. I mean, to start off, throwing them into the barricade. First, Red Velvet throws Layla into the barricade. Then Layla throws Red Velvet into the barricade. Is this match going to end up in a brawl and just end outside the ring? Or are we actually going to have a match? Because this doesn't seem to be taking place in the ring. It doesn't look like they're going to be taking it in the ring either. They're going to go crazy. And you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Red Velvet pushes Layla into the ring. Referee calls for the bell right there. And beautiful. Good stuff. Good stuff right there as we speak. And True says Layla will win. Dale says Layla will win. Renegade says Layla will win. Hirsch should drop a few pounds. Muffin Top. I think I don't know. This is a hot take right there from Too Sweet. Hot take of the minute that Layla Hirsch should drop a few pounds. Anybody else agrees here with Too Sweet Pistol Pete? I think I cannot disagree. I mean, would be nice. I think that it's always good to be in your best shape. I don't think this is the best shape. I think they can do better. So it'd be nice, definitely. Should have a better match on Dynamite than Layla versus Red Velvet. Yeah, I guess. But you know what? I think what they're trying to do here is they're really trying to sell us Layla Hirsch. Really trying to sell her big and make her look like a star. She's been given a lot of screen time, a lot of TV time lately. And it's for a reason. They really want to sell her to us for sure. AJ, do you think Tony Khan brought in Paige Van Zandt to copy Rousey? And Chris, hot take. Once again, hot take. I spoke to a certain few people, just like I said, the relationship's getting better. So, spoke to a certain few people. And, even on the indies. And, it's just, the word out there is that they're definitely trying to go for the looks here. Like, they say, if you look at the women's division, 90 or 80% of them are based on the looks. That's why they're there. Because they have a lot of good-looking women out there who don't really know how to wrestle. So, hopefully that changes. But for Paige Van Zandt, now I don't know if it would be right to say that she's just there for the adult content. I don't think so. I don't think that is right, or would be the right thing to say, because Paige Van Zandt is very, very talented. I think that's why she's there, and I think she's also there because they need an equivalent to Ronda Rousey. They've got an answer to Charlotte Flair in the form of the current TBS champion, right? But I don't think that they have an answer to Ronda Rousey, and I think that Paige Van Zandt could be that answer. I think so. And True says Layla will tighten up. It's not a big issue at all at the moment. Absolutely, and it's not getting in the way of her performance at all. I mean, she's performing well. I mean, night in and night out, we see her every single week, and she really is bringing her A game. So I totally agree, True. I mean, she will get better, and always it's a work in progress. Our bodies, it's always a work in progress. You always keep getting better. I totally agree, and I do also believe that she is really, very good in the ring. She's only going to get better. Absolutely. Ricky says Layla's going to win. Gary says Layla Hirsch going to win. Paige Van Zandt is better eye candy than Ronda, and is probably a better overall fighter. As I think it was you, True, or it was Bobby, or I don't remember who, maybe Andy. Somebody said it, or maybe it was Renegade, I can't remember. But somebody said it, you know what, she's a bare-knuckle fighter. And you know, bare-knuckle fighters are crazy. And they can be absolute maniacs, and you don't want to get in the ring with them. And that is that is Paige Van Zandt for you. She's a scary, scary lady. Good looking, but very, very scary and intimidating and dominating. So you really got to be careful. Because Paige Van Zandt, if she ever wrestles Ronda Rousey, I think that's going to be a big, big match for sure. And Paige said Paige said this morning she's going to go back to UFC around May this year. Wow, really? If that's happening, that's big. If that's happening, why did she sign with AEW is a question. Let's see. Little Jordan, says Michael. So this is another thing. A lot of people call Layla Hirsch a mini Jordan Grace. It's true, a lot of people do that. And I see the similarities, but actually what I want to see is a match between Layla and Jordan. I don't know that the doors between Impact and AEW slowly shutting down. And before they eventually do, I like to see a match between Jordan and Layla. Would love that. True says, that was me. There you go, True. You're awesome, brother. You're awesome. Ricky says, I love seeing Paige Van Zandt facing Ronda, WrestleMania. Hope down the road. I would love it too, man. That would be a match for sure, you know. Well, that will be a match. It would be beautiful. Actually, let's do it this way. You know, Ronda Rousey and her girls from the MMA, and Paige and her ladies from the MMA. I think that would be pretty sweet too. Absolutely. Mid this year. No problem, Ricky. Don't worry about that. That really makes me wonder, why did she sign with AEW? That's right. Or maybe she was just trolling everybody. We'll see. We'll see. By the way, Layla Hirsch right there going for the cover. A kick out from Red Velvet at 2. Layla realizes that she needs to get more than this if she wants to win this whole damn match. And it looks like she is going to climb the top turnbuckle. Is she going to be doing it? And yes, she is going to. And it's not. That's why I call it a high-risk maneuver. You don't even have to fly for it to be high risk. Even climbing the top of it, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. True says Jordan isn't that much taller than Layla. I agree. Absolutely. And True, yeah, totally agree with you. Clay says, I can't wait for the picture of Bailey. AJ, how was your day today? Clay, it was a good day. You know what? Just like I said earlier, before I got on this watch along, at least 5 minutes before I wrapped up an interview with, the one and only, I was about to give up the name, but I wrapped up a big interview, and that interview is going to be coming out this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. One of the biggest interviews I've ever done. And, he has never been on any podcast, hasn't done a lot of interviews. He's going to be joining me. It's going to be a big interview, lots of stories coming out of him this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. On top of that, by the way, Layla Hirsch with the dirty work. Look at that. Look at what she gets from under the ring. The referee better not see it. The referee sees it, grabs it out of Layla's hand, tosses it out of the ring. But you know what? Layla still had a part of it in her hand. She attacks Red Velvet with it. Is going to go to cover her. The referee is confused, but still counts till 3, and Layla picks up the win. Finally, her dirty works do the work, because the past few times she was trying it out, wasn't working. It somebody definitely, kept stopping her. But this week, it works out in the favor of Layla Hirsch. Paige Van Zandt might have to deal with Brock. Brock did with UFC. Yeah, I agree. Paige Van Zandt spoke to MMA Fight On. She's ready to go back to UFC. We will see. 5-0. Super chat for Bailey pictures. There you go. True. That's a good idea. If you guys want to see any picture up there, anything up there, super chat. That's a good idea. I should learn some business from you guys. You guys are good. Gotta know how to make more money on here. That's good. And look at that. Layla Hirsch into the corner right there. Eating that so bad. Beautiful. She is bringing in the heat, guys. Look at that. Yeah, she's done with Layla. I mean, all these weeks, all these days, Layla kept trying to cheat, and she kept stopping her. She can't be here every single time. But this time, once again, Layla did cheat, was able to pick up the win. She just comes across as a spoiled brat. Layla Hirsch, even though she's good in the ring, she just comes across as a big, big spoiled brat. That is for sure. But this has been a good show so far. Definitely having fun. I hope you all guys are as well, because we still have 22 minutes to go. Let's see how the show goes later on. But right now, we're seeing the lady who has a lot of green hair on her head and also a little bit green, in the ring. But she is the TBS champion nonetheless and is the future of the company for sure. She is good.
Celebration. Take notes, Mark.
By the way, Mark, the guy who is managing this lady, is actually Cody Rhodes' good friend. He's a guy who used to do his own podcast and stuff like that. He is Cody Rhodes' friend. Nobody else but Cody Rhodes' friend. I think Mark is a really, really bad manager for her. I mean, I can go on a limb and I can say that if they could get, I know he's with WWE right now, but if they could get somebody like MVP to manage her, can you imagine how she would just shoot right to the stars? If she was managed by somebody like MVP, somebody strong, somebody who knows his wrestling, this business, has some respect attached to his name, just comes from the same background, just knows, the same grind, the hard work that she's put in, and all that kind of stuff. That'd be nice. Her and MVP together would be fantastic. I think it would be just on a whole level. But Mark, as her manager, doesn't do it for me. I don't think it does it for her either. And Ricky says, Clay, Bailey, she had IZPH. You see pictures all over there. There you go. Thank you for looking out for me, guys. You guys are so nice. I like this version of Statlander. Me too. She's good. 5 in a row. You guys are great. You guys here are invincible. Undefeated, unbeatable score. Beautiful stuff. I'll tell you what. You know what? I have my PS5 controller ready, and I was ready to play some games, during the commercials, whatnot. But tonight's show has been so good, has been such a fantastic show, that we didn't even get the time to get on the PlayStation 5, because tonight's show has been that good. And speaking of that, guys, if you want to know, by the way, Thunder Rosa is going to be coming up next, which is fantastic. The new AEW Women's World Champion. We all want to hear from her. She's going to be here up next. So if you guys want to sit down with me, play some games, and, perhaps, talk some wrestling, we are debuting our brand new show, which is going to be coming out this Sunday, called Game with Wrassing, where I'm going to sit down here live and play some games with you. We're going to take one game at a time. We're going to finish that game, and then we're going to move to another one after a few weeks. We do like that. One stream will be about 3 to 4 hours long. It will be live. We're going to be playing these games out every Thursday and Sunday. Thursday will be 2K22 only, and Sunday will be any other game out there that we're going to be picking up. We're going to be finishing them off. And this whole thing kicks off this Sunday with a brand new game that we're going to be starting from ground up, from zero, from the very first. There we go. Excuse me. Vicky Guerrero is out here, and just like I said earlier, this is the greatest time for wrestling news. We have a star-studded lineup for the Wrassing show. We have 3 new shows coming up. The wrestling news has never been better. About over close to a decade of doing what we're doing, and we're just getting better and better by the day. Vicky Guerrero is confronting Thunder Rosa. I don't think this is the kind of celebration I wanted to see, but Vicky Guerrero is here to ruin it for sure. There we go. It's interesting. Vicky Guerrero shows up whenever she's free. Whenever she's hanging around, she has some free time, she shows up. Come on, Nyla Rose, really? This is not right. So, we're not going to be in for a feud. Come on. We're in for a feud between Nyla Rose and Thunder Rosa. That's the feud that we're in for now. And it's going to be for the AEW Women's World Championship. I'm in for it. Honestly, I'm in for it. Because you know what? I've been thinking about Nyla Rose. She's a monster. She's a great wrestler. I was thinking, where has she been all this while? So it's good that she's finally on TV, and she'll be making some noise, perhaps winning some gold. And this could be Thunder Rosa's big challenge now. She's moved away from Britt Baker. What could be a bigger and better challenge than Nyla Rose? I think I'm in for this feud for sure. And True says the champ is here for sure. That's right, it's Wiki. AJ, can you put a poll on your community page with 3 games you have and let people pick what game you should start? Chris, This is a genius idea. This is genius. That's why I say it. You're the best out there. Amazing idea, Chris. Great. JB, good to see you. MJF, yeah, that thing with MJF and Wardlow really got interesting, buddy. Absolutely. And Nyla Rose is being underused, says Chris. I agree. She is being underused, but if she's now going after the championship, after the gold, I'm happy. I'm in for it. My God, Wiki, my ears. Absolutely. The first challenger is Rose. And I get it. I think I get the reason why, because Britt Baker was such a challenge. And who would be a bigger challenge than Britt Baker at this point? I mean, it's not going to be, Anna Jay. It's not going to be Penelope Ford. Might not be Ruby Soho either. It cannot be anybody that has tried to defeat Britt Baker but has unable to. So I guess Nyla Rose kind of makes sense because she's an absolute monster. So this makes sense. And I guess it'll be Nyla Rose first. Could be Paige Van Zandt up next. This is going to be a nice and very interesting road as champion for Thunder Rosa. It's going to be good. And Johnny is here. He says, I want Brock to F5 Thunder. That's wow. Well, that's sweet. I mean, Johnny, brutal right there. But good to see you. Hope you're enjoying AEW Dynamite. We are in for the main event of the night. Very soon it's going to be coming on. And we're going to be seeing Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Club doing what they do best, appreciating Chris Jericho while having some fun. That match is going to be coming up very, very soon. We're waiting for it to be on. I'm looking forward to that match, certainly. And Drew says those thumbtacks really messed Britt up. Yeah, I mean, those were some... I told you before that I cannot look at those people taking those thumbtacks. I cannot, just watch people smashing light tubes over each other's heads. Or, all the other crazy stuff that people do, especially in death matches, especially, shows like GCW and whatnot. I cannot take it. So it's hard. I can't watch it. I don't know how to do it. Scary stuff. Vicky Guerrero is the original Karen. That's right. Before there was Karen, there was Vicky Guerrero. And, we wrestling fans shouldn't be calling Karens Karens. Wrestling fans should be calling Karens Vicky Guerrero. Everybody out there, if you see a Karen, don't call her a Karen. Call her Vicky Guerrero. That's right. And the Dark Order coming out now, I feel so bad for these guys because, wow. Dark Order used to be the faction back then. And ever since the big loss of Brody Lee, R.I.P., what a legend. Ever since his loss, Dark Order's never been the same. It's just been a faction without any leadership, without any guidance, without any vision. And these guys have been trying to stay true to their ethics and true, to the leadership that once was, and the way that he paid for them. But it's not working out anymore because these guys just don't have any leadership. They don't know where to go, what to do. They're just lost in the shuffle, and it's sad. It's sad. Yeah. Let's see what else do we have here. Jericho's team to win. Renegade, absolutely. I think Jericho Appreciation Club has to win this one. Oh, Jericho Appreciation Society. I'm sorry about that. I keep calling it a club. It's a society, not a club. JAS to win. Dark Order. That's right. Oh, wow. Run DMG says Dark Order's winning. Interesting. And Chris says just signed for GCW. Paranoid on April 9th. ACH versus Nick Wayne. Look at that, brother. We're going to be doing a watch along for it, Chris. Absolutely, we're going to be doing it. Michael says it's Audrey time. It is Audrey time. The best referee out there. I mean, tonight, all the referees we've seen in AEW have been terrible. They don't know how to enforce the rules. They can let 3, 4, 5 people in the ring at the same damn time during a tag team match. They can let all the 2 members of the tag team in the ring at the same time without counting down to 5 or anything. Let them do whatever the hell they want because the referees only enforce rules when it's convenient. So Audrey definitely is a better referee, more responsible, knows what she's doing. And look at that. We're not in a wrestling arena right now. We are actually in a live concert. Do you see all these people jumping around, smiling, laughing, singing along to Chris Jericho's Judas theme song? This is a concert. This is a live concert. Everybody's having fun. Everybody has Judas in their mind. This is beautiful stuff, guys. This is organic stuff. You can't pull stuff like this off with some plants in the fans. This is some real organic stuff. Love from the fans and the fans itself. Beautiful stuff. Dark Order needs a heel turn soon. They do. If anybody needs it right now, it's Dark Order. They should turn on Hangman. I absolutely love it, brother. I absolutely love it. And you hate the name? I don't have a problem with that too.
Daddy Magic at Menard. Once again, appreciating the benevolence of Chris Jericho, allowing him.
Menard, don't mark that name down. It may be in the paper someday.
Daddy Magic, I hope he makes himself disappear.
I knew you were going there.
Thank you very much. Before this match, this main event match is underway, I want to remind everybody AEW will be returning to the great state of Texas with 2 supersized events. Friday, April 15th in Garland, Dallas-Fort Worth area at the Curtis Caldwell Center for Rampage plus Battle of the Belts 2. And then our return to Houston, Texas, the Fertitta Center on Wednesday, May 18th. Tickets for both cities are...
Look at that. Chris Jericho, though, I still cannot believe it. I actually am gonna buy the whole thing that he underwent an abs transplant, because in the very unreal amount of short time that he actually got his body transformed and he went from being so thick to being just so fit, and the abs and everything, this has to be some kind of a scientific magic. This has to be a transplant or something, because look at Chris Jericho. He looks fantastic right now. He looks better than he's looked in years now. So good for him, but this definitely has to be some kind of science that came into play here for sure. And JAS for a perfect night. I totally agree, Gary. Jericho Appreciation Society should win. They should win. Chris, totally agree with you, brother. I feeling bad. Dark Order, Brody Lee being Dark Order on top. AEW now is not much for babyface. Sorry, Dark Order. Ricky, you're right. When Brody Lee was around, Dark Order, used to get some respect around there. Dark Order was taken seriously. Ever since he's not here, sadly, Dark Order is left without a vision. Is left without a father figure. Is left without anybody to pull them up to the top. So it's sad for them. It's sad for them. AJ, where's my Bailey picture? Leave it on TV all night. I can't have IG. Clay, we're gonna do it for sure. We'll do it, but tonight's episode of AEW has been so good. I couldn't even have the PS5 on TV because Oh, by the way, big kick to the head of Jericho. Look at that. Who says Dark Order is dead? Look at that. Bringing in some heat here. Chris Jericho is in trouble. Or is he not? Let's see. And this guy is looking to suplex Chris Jericho on the ramp. And he does it. And I don't know what the purpose of the dive was, because that guy missed Jericho by a mile. So I don't know why did he do that dive, because that was a big botch. Big botch for sure. And that's right, Ricky. It's sad, man. Whatever is happening with Dark Order, right? That's kind of sad. Who's a chubby Zac Efron? He is indeed what do you say he is? Chubby Zac Efron. That's it. That's right, too sweet. Do something with the Dark Order or disband them, says Gary, and I cannot agree more with you. But, I have a feeling if they disband the Dark Order, at least 3 people gotta get fired. So, that's gotta be it. Also at Paranoid, Bussy versus the Briscoes. Briscoes are crazy over right now. The Crockett Cup winners, the ROH Hall of Famers, inaugural Hall of Famers. Also got to be meeting FTR March 31st, ROH. Beautiful stuff. The Briscoes out there for sure. Liz says, can you play your PS5? For sure, Liz. Tonight's show has been so damn good that we just didn't get the time to get on the PS5 tonight. But just like I said, every single Thursday and Sunday, we're going to be playing some PlayStation 5. We're going to have some exclusive gaming streams where we're going to be taking games one by one. We're going to be completing them and having some fun. So, we're kicking things off this Sunday with the game that you guys will choose. I will be getting on the community page of our YouTube channel. I'm going to be setting up a poll, and I'm going to be asking you guys, which game would you like to see us do? And, whichever game gets the most views, most votes, is the game we're going to be taking on this Sunday. Now, every Sunday, you're going to see a game being played, which is not going to be a wrestling game. It's just going to be a game out there that you guys want to see us play, and we're going to be playing it while we talk some wrestling. Every single Thursday, though, we're going to be playing a WWE 2K22 game. It's going to be a live stream all about 2K22. So every single Thursday and Sunday, it's gaming with Wrassing. So don't miss out, guys. Don't miss out. Good to see you too, Johnny. Hope you're having a good time. And just like I said earlier, lots of big interviews coming up starting this Saturday. So don't miss out. Big stuff's coming up, brother. Jericho's body started changing those few weeks he was gone due to COVID. protocol for out the country travel. There you go. True. But that makes sense. Well, I hope that whatever it is, I hope that he's keeping healthy, he's keeping happy, and he's good, because you know what? He looks great. He looks like he's in great shape. So that's it. That's good. It's very important to stay healthy, especially in this business. It's very important. And it's not just the physical health, but also mental health. So important. And Jericho plants him down hard, and he's gonna go climb the top turnbuckle as we speak. He's gonna go for a big dive. Is he gonna be able to connect it? Really showboarding there right now for the fans, and he's not. And a big drop kick to Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho eats it, and he regrets everything. That's why I call it a high-risk move, because whenever you see a high-risk move, it backfires. It backfires 7 out of 10 times, or if not more. We love your videos. Thank you, Liz. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. As long as Brody Lee's son is still around, Dark Order will be baby faces by default. They just need to do heel acts. True, you make a very good point there. Absolutely. More breaking news, says Chris. The Queen of GCW Death Matches. Alright. Returns on May 28th. There you go. Yamashita returns on May 28th. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Time flies, guys. Can you believe it? It's WrestleMania already here. 10 days away from WrestleMania. I mean, time really does fly. Crazy, crazy fast. Look at that. And we're gonna be entering May, and we're gonna be entering April, and then we're gonna enter May, and wow, and then it's gonna be time for SummerSlam and whatnot. Time flies. It flies. It really does. Look at that. Alright, and Chris Jericho in control of this match as we speak. Aubrey, thank you for that, is the only referee tonight who's actually able to maintain some order in the ring. Thank you for that, Aubrey. Good job. Good job. And a big punch to the head of Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is kind of dizzy, kind of phased out. But there you go. Beautiful stuff. Once again, guys, big stuff coming out on this channel, so don't miss out. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Chris Jericho going for a springboard dive, and it backfires once again. Jericho, just lay off on those dives tonight. Don't do any more dives. Don't do any more high-risk move. It's not working out. Tonight's not the diving night for sure. Absolutely not. And you know what? I think Dark Order with the hot tag. Chris Jericho not able to do it though. And the little Zac Efron, as Too Sweet says earlier. Look at that. He is in control. Chris Jericho seeing stars as we speak. Chris, don't say sorry. I say thank you. You're awesome. This is Aubrey's first match tonight. I missed her for sure, true, because early on all the referees we saw tonight, they really don't do a good job at enforcing rules and making sure the rules are being followed. Aubrey, that really brings her A game in, so that is sweet. That is something I can appreciate it. And Chris Jericho, wow, this guy is one step ahead of Chris Jericho for sure. Doing such a good job here. He does a fantastic job here. And he does not only take on Chris Jericho, he takes on the entire Chris Jericho Appreciation Society. Beautiful stuff. Just amazing stuff, guys. Great stuff. And look at that. He goes diving big into Chris Jericho and going for the pinfall. And Chris Jericho picks out at a 2.5. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful indeed. And once again, guys, I just got a text right now, about an upcoming guest. As I said, guests coming in left, right, and center. By the way, Chris Jericho with the code breaker, going for the cover, and this guy kicks out. This is the best. By the way, can we just talk about how unpredictable this night's been and how the underdogs have really done such a good job tonight? You looked at the FTR. They did a fantastic job. Dax did a fantastic job against CM Punk. Really brought in his A game. And this guy right here, the Dark Order, the underdogs of AEW, really putting in a fight here against the Jericho Appreciation Society. So good. I see you there, Johnny. Really, rooting for the Dark Order here. And I, too, am rooting for the underdogs. Let's go, Dark Order. Let's go. Way to make the babyfaces look strong, even though they will lose. Absolutely true. They're doing sweet tonight. Sweet stuff. Sweet stuff for sure. Let's see if they're going to lose or if they're going to win, because that is a big elbow and a big kick. And there you go, a big stunner and a big suplex. This has to be it. This has to be it. A 1, a 2, and a big win. Now, oh my gosh, I thought this was going to be over. Wow, that happened out of nowhere. A big elbow, a big kick, a big suplex, a big pin. Wow, that was crazy. A big stunner also in there. Look at that. That was one hell of a moment. I thought that was going to be it. I thought this match was over. And you know, these guys are really dominating it. Not just inside the ring, but also outside. But Jake Hager, just a beast. As this guy goes for a roll-up. Dark Order also stays in control. Somehow stay in the action. Big knee to the face. There you go. And going for... Oh! No way! Jericho doing the dirty work. Strikes in from behind. And the submission hold has been locked in. This is awful. This is such a good match. Going so well, so smooth. Such a wow. And there you go. You guys were right. All of you were right. I think everybody here got an invincible score here. Everybody was invincible because everybody got every single match correctly. Wow, talk about being the prediction championship. You guys are the champions, man. All the matches, all of you guys picked them correctly. Dale, Chris, Renegade. I hope you don't do the same at WrestleMania because I only have so much merch, right? No, I'm kidding. WrestleMania, let's bring your A game, and you know what? Get the prediction championship, get the NXT title, get the merchandise, because the winner of night 2 and night 1 are gonna get all of it, guys. All of it. We're gonna be looking forward to it. WrestleMania is around the corner, about 10 days away. And as I said earlier, guys, we're gonna be having a very special guest on the Wrassing Show this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and the upcoming weeks and weeks. We're having a stacked card on the Wrassing Show. You cannot miss out on it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy. Once again, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. It was an amazing show, an amazing watch along, and you guys make it a whole lot better. So thank you so much for tuning in. And before I go, I would like to rate the show a solid 5 out of 10. I think the show was just a 5 out of 10. It was an average show, not the best, not the worst. Yes, we did get those moments with Dax and CM Punk and Dark Order where they definitely caught us off guard or took me by surprise with their performance. They did a good job. But, you know, still, at the end of the day, I thought it was a decent 5 out of 10 show. I think we've seen better. So, Johnny gives it a 9 out of 10. Very generous right there. Jake Hager has been training Jericho all with the DDP yoga. I believe the DDP yoga is what helped him lose all that weight, brother. The yoga is great, absolutely. Everybody here, let me know how you rate tonight's show, because I give it a 5. Johnny here gives it a 9. Let's see. Renegade gives it a 6. So Renegade, you and I, you know what? Great minds that think alike. So we work alike. I know we work alike right there with the ratings. So 6 out of 10. I think that's pretty genuine. Dale, for the first time ever in a long while, our ratings don't match tonight. 7 out of 10 from Dale. I give it a 5. Dale 7, Renegade 6, Johnny 9. Anybody here wants to give it an 8 and make it a perfect? Okay, 6 for there. And there you go. Gary gives it an 8. True. I love how specific his ratings are. 8.5. Beautiful stuff. And Chris says, AJ, can we do a watch along for GCW one night only tomorrow night at 10 p.m.? Sadly, Chris, tomorrow I'm not available for a watch along at 10 p.m. I've got some other commitments, but I'm gonna be here for the Impact Wrestling watch along as usual. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be wrapping it up with Impact, but GCW we're gonna be taking it, of course. After tomorrow, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be available after tomorrow. I'm literally here 24 hours covering every single thing with the news and everything else, and the big game show that's coming up, debuting this Sunday. We're going out there with all the news coverage, all the watch alongs in the world. It starts day after tomorrow. It's gonna be big. Thank you so much once again, guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you had a good time watching the show with me as I had watching the show with you. You guys are the very best here. Very best. Nothing but best. Had a great time watching the show with you all, guys, and I'm gonna be here tomorrow again for the Impact Wrestling watch along and more. Look forward to your review of the interview that's coming out this Saturday. And I can tell you that since you guys have been such big supporters since the very beginning of Wrestling News on YouTube, you are going to be very, very proud of Wrestling News this Saturday and with the upcoming weeks, because I'm going to be recording some of the biggest interviews we've ever done in the upcoming weeks. Big lineup, star-to-studded lineup. It's happening right here on this channel. Once again, guys, thank you so much. Chris, I love the 10 out of 10. Luz, I love the 10 right there. 6, 7, love the ratings. On average, tonight's show wasn't a bad show. It was a good show. On average, I think the rating is about 7 out of 10, which is great. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning in.